So if you're gonna say, like, I'm not gonna tell them because of psychological damage, it's honestly, you're not even taking accountability for what you did.
Yeah. Hold on.
You chose to cheat.
Disclosing that you cheated to the person that you cheated on is not accountability. That is just revealing
That is
information.
taking accountability.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
I would consider that as a form of taking accountability. You're so open.
That's delivering
open
news.
about this.
Maybe
That
it's
is
the
a form
first
of
step
taking
towards
it.
accountability.
I agree with you.
Maybe it's the first step.
Hi, I'm Gen, and I explore social and controversial issues through both sides. And today I'll be moderating this middle ground episode
Shout out
of
Jubilee.
Cheaters versus Cheated On. We'll be exploring topics such as the personal experiences of people cheating, the emotional toll that it takes on relationships, and why exactly do people cheat. The first prompt is, I would forgive my partner if they cheated on me. Agreeers, please step forward.
You doing that?
I feel like
Yeah,
from
like,
the side of
conversation.
being cheated on, I think the biggest thing to understand is that forgiveness is something that everybody does deserve. I think that once we get into the discussion of why somebody cheated, we can really understand whether or not that person is sympathetic and whether or not that person is somebody that you want to keep around in your life. But I think forgiveness and keeping them in that same relationship are not synonymous. They go separately.
I completely agree. However, I do think that forgiveness is something that we give to ourselves, not necessarily somebody else. So in the event that my husband cheats on me, I would give him forgiveness so that I could set myself free from any hostility or anger that I may hold on to in the event.
I think it should benefit both sides in that sense. Now, whether that other person takes it and uses it to their benefit, you can't control that, and it shouldn't be up to you to try and push that. But yes, also making sure that that forgiveness is for yourself as well, so you can move forward, whether it be with that person or alone, and not take that burden on to the next relationship if that relationship doesn't work out.
I completely agree. And I would forgive because I've been forgiven. So, and I'm a Christian, so I believe in forgiveness. I believe that we should forgive people because we have been forgiven.
You not hitting those because she a cheater? You tripping, bro. And what the cheating got to do with you hitting those?
I just don't want to hit because she a cheater.
I'm hitting off.
But what is she talking about? So
let me say something real quick though, bro, before you go into your paper.
Okay, but I want to talk about the accountability. Go ahead.
Okay, we ain't got there yet.
No, she brought it up already.
But that's a cliff note, and it's gonna get into it. We gonna watch it.
But I just want to say something to that.
Go ahead.
So, using her analogy of what she said. Is that the right word? Not analogy. Using her thought process.
Based off of what she said.
Using her thought process of what she said, saying that she needs to forgive herself for what she did. So that's like me punching. That's like me punching him, and then saying, "Yeah, I need to." The first thing that comes out of my mouth, "Yeah, I need to take time to forgive myself for punching you."
I don't know. She said that's why we
watch
it. That's why we gotta watch it. We don't know if she said it was the first thing we do.
No. No, the first thing that came out of her mouth when talking about cheating or being cheated on was, I needed to take time to, I'm paraphrasing, but basically she needed to take time to forgive herself.
However, I do think that forgiveness is something that we give to ourselves, not necessarily somebody else.
You gonna feel like a doofus if that's not what the context was. Because right now
that was the context.
I'm not gonna say nothing until I see the full paperwork.
Bro, that is the full paperwork.
I gotta see full paperwork.
That doesn't make any sense. If you meet anybody that has that same mindset, leave.
I ain't gonna say nothing until I get more paperwork on it. But what I will say, as it pertains to if I'm accepting the cheater back, bro, if I'm forgiving her, if you my girlfriend, I'm not forgiving you, bro. It's chopped, like chopped cheese. But if you my wife and we got kids, you know what I'm saying?
It's even worse.
Nah, but
because now it's not.
You got more, but it's not. But you got more to think about as it pertains to dipping out. Like when there's not those ties with children, and also marriage is a business. It's legal documentation, bro. I'm probably not going just because you have more to lose in that situation. I'm probably not finna. I'm not saying I would. You know what I'm saying? Leave, and I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying that I would need to think about it. It's not as a quick, swift decision as I'm chopping it and it's done if we just girlfriend, boyfriend.
I'm leaving.
No, you not, bro. You just saying that. And if you in the moment, you've been with your girl. Let me tell you something. You got 2 kids. This is your wife. She slipped up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's say she's on the business trip and she just slipped up one time for the one time. and she come to you about it, bro, you've been married 10 years, you got 2 kids, you gonna just be like, I'm done.
I would definitely think about it. But
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna think about it, bro.
At the end of the day, I'm going to be done.
You're not gonna just be so quick to say I'm done, bro.
But my mindset, I'm already saying now I'm done. Because let's say, so like what you're saying, just to keep it short so we get back to the video. So, for example, like what you said, if we are just in a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, her cheating on me, there's not a lot on the table that we have to consider when it comes to cheating.
That's why it's chopped.
No. So, but now that we are married and that there's more on the table, it's not just me that's going to get affected. It's also the kids, the house, the finances that also can potentially get affected as well. So with that being on the plate and you still cheat when at that level, when there's all these things that are attached to it compared to where it's not much attached to it, then that holds more value of you cheating.
That's why I'm saying there's
which would
more.
mean that would push me away even faster, even
No,
quicker.
bro, that means that you would think about it more. I'm not saying, because I'm not even saying I would stay. All I'm saying is I'm thinking about it. I'm not so swift to say I'm just going to leave because I don't know in that situation.
But my thing is, I'm not going to let my kids see me unhappy, especially if it's kids involved. I'm not going to let my kids see me unhappy.
I'm saying go try to work through it, bro.
You could, trust me, you could still forgive somebody and work through it, but that full trust will never be there.
You don't know, man. We're going to get to
Have
it.
short-term forgiveness and long-term forgiveness. And, you know, it's like, are you addressing the root of the issue?
Yes.
And really, if you're truly forgiving, and forgiveness is something that comes with maturity and with life experience, it's the whole circle of forgiveness. You get so much and you release the other person and yourself from anything, and then you can move forward from that point.
One thing that is interesting, though, is that there are 3 people from the cheater side who have sat down, but only 1 on the cheated on.
That is interesting.
I guess I'd be curious to hear more so about your guys' experiences, because it seems like in this instance you were cheated on.
Yes.
So I cheated on him.
Yes.
Oh, my God, bro.
But I guess I'll let you explain that.
Forgiveness is a step-by-step process. It's not anything that does happen instant. And for us, that was something that we did step by step. And as you said, getting down to the root of it was a big thing, to where all questions have been answered. All things that were left up to an idle mind are no longer there. And so by getting down to the root of it, I can also figure out, okay, were there some areas that as a husband, I did not uphold what I needed to be? It might have been that you might have felt emotionally you couldn't feel like you can come to me.
So do you feel like you have equal blame in the cheating that occurred?
Can I interrupt? I think that
He better
bringing
not
the
say,
conversation
bro, hold on,
to-
bro. I gotta say this, bro. He better not say yes, bro.
The fact that he's even hesitating tells me where his mindset is.
Oh my fuck! He said that he had parts to play.
Let's bring it back down to
That's
the simple.
crazy, bro. And we ain't seen this video.
Okay.
We have not seen this video.
Let's bring it back down to the simple analogy that I said. If I come in your room and punch you, and then say I need to forgive myself.
What do you keep talking about? That?
No, listen.
Why?
No, listen. Let's say
You don't make no sense.
if I come in your room and punch you in the face, and then I ask you, do you think we share equal accountability for me punching you in the face?
That's not no, but that
Answer
don't make
the
no
question.
sense,
Answer
bro.
the
What you
question.
saying don't make no sense, bro.
Answer the question.
That
That-
question is stupid.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the same thing, bro.
There's no what he's trying to say, bro. He shouldn't listen, bro. You should
No,
not
I'm
be
saying,
taking
but
50-50 for that, bro.
I just, I'm
You know what?
saying
You know
my
what?
analogy,
You know
bro.
what?
It doesn't make any sense.
You know what? I'm gonna play devil's advocate in this because we can't disagree.
Okay,
I'm gonna play
that-
devil's. No, but listen.
Before we play devil's advocate, that does make sense.
It's stupid the way you presented that.
It's stupid in that sense too.
Let me say this real quick though. Let me say this because we got to get back to the.
Come on,
Let me say this real quick, bro.
that don't make no sense.
The reason why he's probably saying and thinking about it is because let's say he got a job where he's a flight attendant or something. I'm just throwing it all out there.
Yeah.
He's not present in the home. There's basically, there may be a lacking type of physical, you know what I'm saying, interaction. Just being present in the quality time. You know what I'm saying? What if he's not there? What if he's not satisfying her needs physically and emotionally, bro? That's where he might say, you know what, I did play a part in her. And what if she warned, bro? She was like, hey, I need you feel me? I need that time. I need to, you feel me? I need to get piped down respectfully.
But also,
And she been letting them know and he ain't, you feel me? That's why he's saying.
different.
That's why he got.
That's
But
different.
that's why I'm saying we don't know what's going on, so we can't just say. You feel me?
From the hesitation, I can tell that's not.
We
the
don't
case.
know. Let's get some more paperwork.
That's not the
The
case.
I hope they give us
concept
some more
of blame. I think
I
you
don't like
actually
that she
kind of have
butted
to
in
understand the
before he
purpose of
responded
blame. And I think that the purpose of blame is to shift responsibility. When I have conversations around cheating, I really like to steer clear of the blame game because the truth is, like, we all played a part. Society included.
Can we have the disagreeers please step forward? Just to go back to kind of the imbalance that we saw there, I'd be curious to hear from the cheated on group first.
There was a few things I heard that I found interesting.
You know
One,
you've been cheated on.
You said about not using the blame game.
Shout
and
out
then
Leon.
also, when you said about
Leon.
you felt like you may have had something to do
No
with,
disrespect.
not being a husband or whatever it may be. And those are things I kind of disagree with in the, like, I know most of us walk with good intentions in life, right? We're all trying to be a good person, yes? Or maybe not. But at the most part, you start off that way, right? But I guess the way I live my life, I don't give anybody any excuse to do something wrong to me. So if you do something wrong to me, you had to kind of go out of your way to do that. And this idea that you start saying, well, it must have been something I did. It actually might not have been. It might have been just the other person wasn't where you were at as a human being. And also the other thing I heard was about, forgiving for yourself. I've never understood that statement. They did something wrong, I'm just gonna move on. I'm not gonna hold any ill will to you, it just happened.
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead.
So I actually agree with the two things you said about the forgiveness. I have never understood that either. I just feel like, for me, if it works for other people, that's great. I actually have found healing in not forgiving people. And I think there's a difference. I think I choose not to forgive them and then eventually I am indifferent towards them, is what I'm saying. I think there's a difference between not forgiving someone and hating someone.
And I think most of that narrative comes from usually the person who cheated, saying, you forgive for yourself, or like, you never hear it coming from the actual person who got cheated on. And again, to that point, it seems it's always connected to, if you don't forgive, you're holding on to some ill will. No, I just don't think about it. It's done, and I'll just move on with life.
At least for me, I think that it comes back around to honesty. I mean, any of us that were cheated on, I don't think it's any of our responsibility that our partner chose to be dishonest with us about anything. Because even if you assume that, it was something you did, maybe you weren't being open enough, or maybe the conversation wasn't happening that needed to happen, it's still not your responsibility fully, I don't think. You can't force anyone to be faithful or to be honest or to be true.
And that's the interesting part, that somebody gets cheated on, thinks, well, what did I do? Like, they should never think that.
With the early part of our marriage, what I thought a husband was, I go out, I make the check, and I come home and have sex. I'm just being completely honest. I didn't see nothing else emotional that I needed to bring to the table. So that does not make an excuse for somebody to go out and do something. Yes, we should go ahead and have communication. We should try to learn how to grow within this. But I feel like that was the importance of trying to figure out, where did I have any type of flaw as a husband? Because even if we would have decided we're not going to work it out, I don't want to go and keep recreating the same type of marriage.
I just want to say, I think it's really interesting that you're the only person from the cheated on and I was the only person from the cheated side. And speaking from my personal experience, because my partner
Let me say something real quick too, bro. I just told you that, bro. See, we just learned that he wasn't a provider for her emotionally, bro. Now, I don't like the fact that bro is like, it seemed like he doing the apologizing.
You seen?
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, this John, his wife needs no disrespect to your wife, bro, but she gotta say, I'm sorry, bro, for real. We ain't heard no type of sympathy from her this whole time, bro. What are we talking about here? And let me say this too, bro. We on.
Let's go to the next question.
We go to the next one. Let me say this too about the forgiveness, bro. The reason why people say they gotta forgive themselves, bro, is because there is a certain level of guilt there. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to keep harboring that guilt that you've taken as a burden on you to your next relationship. You can be like, you know what, I forgive myself for just this mishap here. You know what I'm saying? I made a mistake. I'm going to be better moving forward. And then, you feel me, chop it.
I don't know. I just didn't like the fact that was the first thing that came out of her mouth.
I'm just saying from an aspect, I'm just giving you some.
No, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I just didn't like that was the first thing that came out of her mouth.
Okay. It's just worse. I've been cheated on twice in the past year.
I'm going up.
The first was physical, the second was emotional. And to me, I don't want to bring it back to Jillian while she's standing up.
I want you to answer first, bro. I already know what mine is, brother.
I feel like emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating? I feel like they're equal.
You think there's you gotta choose one. That's a cop out. Choose one. Come on.
No, I would say emotional.
There you go.
Yeah, I would have to be. What you think?
Emotional, bro.
It gotta be emotional. I think people in the comments will say it's emotional.
It's emotional.
Even though you may say, let's say you find out. So, like for example, let's say you find out your spouse, like they was out, like you said, like maybe they went on a trip with family or something. They went out to a club, then they end up slipping up one time, boom, then they're back at the house. Rather than you finding like text messages or like letters saying like I love you, I miss you, I want to be with you. That's gonna hurt even more than just the physical, because the emotional development that you're able to create with a person happens over time. It's not often that just happens like off of one day type of slip up. So that means that it's been over time with you continually talking to this person for sure, probably seeing this person and building that emotional connection to where you're now distancing yourself from the person that you're with. So that's going to hurt even more. Even though the common person would just say physical right off the bat.
You don't know that. We don't know that.
It just showed within this.
You're right.
The common person, I'm saying right off the bat, they're not going to really think too deep into it.
Emotional is different, especially if you're dealing with your girl or your women, because they are emotional people. You feel me?
So when they're emotionally cut
when
off,
you lose that access, bro, come on, bro. It's nothing like having that access once it's gone.
We're there, but we were talking about like the concept of virginity, and she was only 16. Like the physical cheating aspect, I was cheated on because I wasn't, I suppose, being sexual enough, despite the communication that we had going on. I was just kind of being lied to the whole time. But emotionally, for me, that's what relationships are built on. So lying about something like that, or like having someone else on the side that you're giving those parts of you to, when I truly just want to like know the inner depths of like your being, because we are in a relationship, it's just worse to me.
You hesitated to come up.
Hesitated to come up because I think the word worse is like, it implies that there is a level of significance to whether you act on it or not. And I think ultimately cheating comes down to managing your own thought life. And as far as what you said about you not meeting his physical needs, I'd like to...
It was her, but yeah.
Oh, her, sorry?
You're good, same deal.
I'd love to shirk that off of you, because what somebody else does in life is a reflection of them, not a reflection of you. So like as far as I didn't meet physical needs of my partner, I think you can't really say that because if they weren't vocal about it, right?
Absolutely, which is like, that was the main reason and one of the only reasons that we broke up, and I called it off, and I was still never apologized to. It was never acknowledged that it even happened.
Yeah.
Because that betrayal was so tangent, it was a lot easier for me to let go of it. But having like a deep emotional connection with someone, I like tried again with an ex, and then I ended up getting emotionally cheated on. I had much more of a deeper investment in the character of that person, and I cared very deeply about where we were going in life and how we were growing together, and to sort of have that growth cut off, is something different entirely. I do like what you said though about using the word worse, and like how
there's like a level of significance to betrayal, whether it's actually executed with your body or not.
Yeah.
I think that
it's still betrayal.
Yeah, it's still a betrayal, right?
Would you rather if she was gonna cheat on you physically, you rather her get penetrated, you know what I'm saying, or the top, bro?
Either the same thing is worse, bro.
Which one you gotta choose, bro? I already know which way I'm going with mine. Bro. It's only one right answer, bro. If you had to choose,
I'll say penetrated.
You rather get penetrated, bro? Thank you, bro. Yeah. Ain't no way you can go with the top way, bro. Yeah. You seen that thing on Twitter where the dude was like, I was trying to find, bro. We probably gotta show that in the thing, bro. We ain't gonna put bro on blast, but we can if we can. The dude was like, he sent a screenshot on the DM. He was like, "Hey, bro, be real with me. You been messing with my girl?" Bro was like, "Who your girl? I be messing with Another Nigga Jones. You feel me?" So he was like, "I don't know your girl. You gotta send me. You gotta let me know." He said, "Oh, this is her. Boom, boom, boom. X, Y, and Z." I think he sent her a photo or he said her name. Oh, he said, "Yeah, I got that hoe." He said, "I ain't hit though, but she gave me top." Sent a picture, you feel me, of her giving him top. And bro was like, "Yeah, you might as well go ahead and chop it, little fella." Bruh, and he sent him a picture of her getting top, bruh.
Oh my goodness. All that stuff gonna come back to bite cousin.
He been doing it a long time. He said he been hitting a lot of Jones and a lot of nigga Jones.
That
bro.
to me, that stuff is grimy though, bro.
That is super grimy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That's just grimy.
It is dummy grimy, bro.
But how you think? And that's how probably is it Omale? Is that the artist?
Oh my god, bro.
Because even though dude,
she didn't cheat on him.
But
that was
emotional. That was emotional.
Nah, that's yeah.
You can count that emotional.
Yeah.
But even though his lifestyle is elevated, he's got more popular. Probably has all these.
The dude or
the girl? The dude has all this attention from females and stuff. That situation still hurt him like crazy, bro.
How you know?
Because it's not only just him. He had the whole world see what happened to you.
You're right.
And even though he got put on Kai's stream and this and that, you feel me? It was Yeah, that's how he did like the 21 with dude.
Oh, he got a new girl. He had a new piece.
I think he may have a new girl already. But the thing is though, you spent all this time with this person,
a year,
and you had a year. That's still a long time. 365 days. That's a lot of emotional ties that you probably built, along with the physical attraction and physical emotion as well. So even though that happened, he was able to on the backside come up. Pause. That's still gonna hurt. You feel me? That's still gonna hurt. Even though he can play it up.
Bro.
Oh, absolutely.
She was just dummy unprofessional.
Absolutely. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I would date someone who cheated on others in the past.
What's with this bro right here, bro?
I agree wholeheartedly. A person's past is indicative of who they were at that point in time, not necessarily who they want to become or who they are in the present moment. And I think what's most important is who we are in the present moment.
I agree too, because I believe people can change. I changed, so I believe that. Now, can you make someone change? Like, obviously not, but I agree with that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So I will say this though: the common person, if you ever ask them if they cheated on somebody in a relationship, 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna say yes, bro. So that's number one. And then 2, me personally, I would never date anybody that's cheating on someone in their past. Only because just in the back of my mind, that is something that would cross my mind when it comes to the trust aspect. And you got way too many options in this world to be selling for somebody. Where my preference is, I don't want to date a cheater. So if that's my preference, I come across the baddest girl in the book, but she's cheated in the past, I just got to cross that off. Like, she's got to go.
I'ma still hit though.
Yeah, but you can hit, but off of taking anything serious, it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. And it's not saying that people don't make mistakes, but that's just a mistake that ain't gonna slide with me. That's just me.
I'm hit.
Wholeheartedly. I feel like if somebody did something, say for example in their 20s and they're in their mid 30s now, I can't hold them to that past.
Right.
There's things that I've done, and so I feel like it would be wrong for a person to say, hey, you can't change, you can't come out of that, and so who am I to say, I'm not going to date you because you did something to somebody else. And I think those are things that you would only figure out like the surface level stuff early on anyway, before you get down to the deeper details.
I am currently dating somebody who used to cheat, maybe even worse than I did. And I mean, to your point about cheating in your 20s, I think the last time I cheated on anybody was maybe like 5 to 7 years ago. And, like I was saying before, my partner and I, we made a commitment to each other to help each other be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. And I'm very secure in my relationship. I have my moments, but that has more to do with like me than it does him. When he goes out, I'm like, oh, see you later. Like it doesn't, there's no doubt in my mind that he is faithful.
Since I began my marriage as an affair, the man that I have been with for the last 10 years is the man that I cheated with. I proceeded to have 3 of his babies, and we now have a fabulous life. But in the beginning, the amount of paranoia and anxiety that came from the fact that you cannot control anybody else's behavior but your own was insane. And
as the only person from the cheated on section, I think that it is okay, because personally for me, again, like talking about how I think that relationships are built on honesty and communication, I would rather know that you have attraction to someone than you just keep that on the back burner and not tell me. Like, let me know. Let me know. Attraction is human. Love is only human. Desire is human. I have not cheated on anyone. I have absolutely no plans to cheat on anyone. But like, if I found someone attractive, I would tell my partner. My current girlfriend is amazing, and I would hope that she would feel open in telling me that as well. And I like to open a lot of my conversation. I mean, a lot of my relationships with that conversation. And just like,
before they get started, because I know the people want to hear what they got to say. Some things don't need to be said when it comes to being that person to just tell the truth. So let's say, for example, we hooping, right? 10 seconds on the shot clock. Or 3 seconds on the shot. Or the time is expired, but your teammate got 2 free throws to hit. And then your coach kind of call the timeout like, all right, give your teammate a prep talk. All right, you need to go up and knock these 2 free throws down. I know you're capable of doing it. Woo-woo. You're going to win us the game, and then we're going to go home and celebrate. Boom. All right, so your coach could say either that, just being straightforward and be like, yeah, you're going to knock down these 2 free throws, and then me being like, yeah, bro, you're going to be knocking those 2 free throws down. Or instead, I could be like, man, I know you ain't been practicing free throws. Instead, you was hanging out, you was playing video games when you should have been in the gym, getting extra shots when I asked you to yesterday at practice, woo-woo. And then you go up, and then because
no coach would do that.
No, but I'm saying, in times
that wasn't a good example.
But I'm saying listen, let me cook.
That wasn't a good
listen.
example. I'm gonna let you land, but that wasn't a good example.
Basically what I'm saying is it's not always good to just be completely honest in certain situations. So when the things are already obvious. You feel me?
Let me land for you. You took us up in the air. Let me just land it.
Wait. Let me say one more thing.
I'm gonna let you go.
So let's say
just land it for us.
So let's say let's say you out with your girl and a girl with a fatty walk by. It's some things that just don't need to be addressed.
Just
some things that don't.
Just don't be
it's some things that don't need to be said. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would I go and express attraction and be like, oh yeah, like dang, they look good over there?
I ain't gonna lie, I do that, bro. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Not like that, bro. Like if I see a girl with a fatty, I ain't gonna finna say, oh yeah, this girl got a fatty or she got some big titties.
So how would you do it then?
I don't say anything about like the 2 main body features.
So it'd be like, oh, she got nice eyes.
Yeah, I'll say that. Oh, she has beautiful eyes.
Okay.
But that's still, you probably depending on your genre, you may not be able to get that.
And it depends on the time and place and just the mood, the vibe, all that comes into play.
Nah, but the reason why I feel like
so let's say
let me say what I do.
Wait, one more.
Go ahead, bro.
So let's say, for example, you outside at a restaurant or a park or whatever, Target, whatever it may be, and then you see a girl and like, oh, dang, they got real nice eyes or she got beautiful eyes. Instead, let's say you at the crib watching a YouTube video and then a girl pop up and you're like, oh, she got nice eyes. You saying that in the 2 different situations going to have a separate impact.
No, it ain't.
It is, bro.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to bring it on home, bro. I'm going to tell you why it ain't.
That is.
I'm going to tell you why it ain't. Because this is the only way that you're going to be able to get by with it, is that you have to be complimenting your girl as much as you compliment other people. So the amount of times that you compliment everybody else, whether you seeing strangers here and there, you got to compliment your girl 2 times as much. And I know that because I've gone through that myself, bro. If I'm complimenting every John that I see, oh, I like her eyes. Oh, I like her boots. Oh, I like her shirt. Oh, I like her, you know what I'm saying? And I don't, you feel me, do the same, right? Over here, that's going to cause commotion. Even if the girl is on YouTube. If you're saying what you like about every other girl besides your girl, as much.
But it shouldn't even get to the point where you got to do all that. As far as you complimenting other girls.
What I'm saying to you is this, though. This is what I'm saying. Because me personally, this is me personally. And this is a pause moment, too, right here. It's not no gay stuff, but you feel me? Just in case people interpret it different ways, it is what it is. I'm going to pause it. If I compliment a girl, right, and I see, ooh, I like her shoes, right? It ain't even always got to be physical. I try to keep it off the physical. I try to keep it off like physical body features. I try to keep it off the material. I keep it on the materialistic thing. Like I said, I like her shoes, or I like her shirt, or I like her, you know what I'm saying, her dress, right? And then I see a dude, and I say, oh, them shoes. And I say this to my girl. Oh, his shoes is fire. Or that shirt is solid. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice shirt. What you think about that shirt? If I'm spreading the wealth evenly across men and women, pause. I feel like you should be solid in that. But there may be situations that's not the case depending on your job.
But even if you compliment materialistic things, I feel like that's cool. But when it comes to attraction, actual body parts and their appearance,
yeah,
then that's what I'm saying.
I just feel like you should just compliment your girl just as much if you're gonna do the compliment.
But you shouldn't even compliment other people. As
whack, bro. You should be able to, bro. I'm gonna say that, bro.
You shouldn't compliment. You shouldn't be at a place where you feel the need to be complimenting anybody else besides your woman, unless it's like family or like friends type of thing, bro.
If I see this bro with a nice pair of shoes on, bro.
Oh, that's different. I'm talking about appearance, not materialistic things.
Yeah. You shouldn't probably do that.
You should not do
unless
that.
Unless you just talking about eyes.
But even eyes is pushing the limit, bro. You're in dangerous. That's dangerous waters.
I say you should be able to get it off if you compliment your girl just as much. But if you want to have peace, you probably should just stay clear.
Stay clear, bro.
Be like, hey, can you just like let me know if anything goes that way?
Well, I love what you just said because it really speaks volumes to your individual security in revealing your authentic self inside of your relationship. So well done, you. I also think that if we have an innate response to something that we see and we actually don't give voice to it, we're ultimately putting ourselves in a place of denial. And denial is not just a river in Egypt. And what it ends up doing is you start suppressing yourself and making yourself smaller for the comfort of having your relationship, which then means your relationship becomes the goal rather than you being an individual who can be seen, valued, and understood inside of the relationship.
You know, me and my partner have shared these things, but like I also have struggled with my own insecurities. And so he always makes sure to add in like, but like you know.
I told you, compliment your girl.
It depends on who it is, but I think I agree that yes, it is obviously healthier to give voice because then of course, like if I don't know, let's say my partner finds someone attractive and I catch him looking and then I'm like, why are you know what I mean? And so then I might get suspicious. It's like, why have you not said anything to me?
But wouldn't you say that your insecurities are for you to manage, not your partner?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. No, I mean, that's
so
my
him or her changing their behavior because of your insecurities would lead them to a place of inauthenticity.
Oh, I want to make it very clear. I didn't ask him to do that.
Oh, okay.
That just comes from him. And maybe it comes from him because he knows I've struggled with insecurities, but I haven't said to him, and you need to do this. That's not, it's just him expressing himself.
You know, for me, it's like when I start a relationship, I want communication. You know, and it's very important that we're able to talk with each other about everything because we're two human beings who have feelings, and unless you act on those feelings, you know, and sometimes I think talking about it can keep you from acting on it as well. You know, all that openness can keep things, you know, I think it can help.
Well, the partner that physically cheated on me, I don't know if she's fully polyamorous, but that's sort of where she tends to lean. And I knew that going in, but she was not being real with me about it. So like, I would rather you come tell me when you find someone attractive and we discuss the possibility of even trying that than you to just go behind my back and not do that. Because I don't think that I'm poly, but like, I would rather have honesty and communication and openness.
And that is cheating. I think if somebody is polyamorous and they're not honest,
about it,
that is absolutely. I can think of one instance where I would say it's not the cheater's fault. If someone is in an abusive situation and maybe they don't feel safe to leave the relationship, I could understand why, and maybe even like they've fallen for someone else, they use that as an excuse to get out of the relationship. I would still say it stems from within, for sure, but that would be the one instance in which I would say I could totally understand.
I'm gonna give you a list. Can I get him, before you even go, can I give them a list of when it's okay to cheat? Go. If you're not sucking him right, he can cheat. If you come in and try to interrupt when he's trying to play some game, he can cheat. If you breathe wrong, he can cheat. If you don't compliment him when he get his haircut, he can cheat. If he paying all the bills, he can cheat. If you're not putting in
paying all the bills, you're gonna get backlash on that.
Hey,
but I agree.
I'm gonna get backlash on the holidays, right?
I agree though.
Let me keep going, bro. I'm gonna give you 10, right? I said 5 right there. If you ain't got no bread, you can't make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when I'm hungry. Can I at least get a turkey sandwich with cheese and lettuce?
At least a turkey club.
Can I get a turkey sandwich? I'ma cheat. You can cheat on her. If she looking at another man, bruh, you can cheat. If she say bless you to another man, bruh, you can cheat, bruh. If she over here wearing all these clothes that's revealing and everything like that.
And posting on social media.
And posting it on, you can cheat, right? Because she knows she only do that now because the DM's popping, right? And lastly, you can cheat just off a general principle.
Now I'm gonna say this.
That's a lesson in 10, bro.
I'm gonna say this off of what she talking about.
I'm telling you what I'm talking about.
If you are in a abusive relationship and you feel like
don't touch this, bro.
No,
I was joking around, but you probably should not touch this.
No, you gotta speak
on a serious note.
No, you gotta speak.
I'm not gonna say nothing, bro.
So listen. So she said probably the only situation where it's okay to cheat is when you're in an abusive relationship. Now to me,
get away.
No, to me. Why does it make sense to cheat on someone? For you to think that cheating on someone in an abusive relationship is the only valid reason for you to cheat instead of just leaving. If they already hitting you or abusing you, maybe just emotionally, verbally, physically, wherever it may be, if they're already abusive in that matter, why you not cheating? What you think gonna happen when you cheat? Why not just leave?
No, but
no. That doesn't make any sense.
The reason why I told you not to touch this, I told you not to touch this topic, bro.
If you have,
I told you we're gonna joke, but if you want to have some serious conversation,
that is serious.
But listen, though, I'm gonna
listen. I'm
gonna tell you that.
If you have enough boldness to go over and cheat, that same boldness that you have there should be that you take for yourself to remove yourself from that abusive relationship because you've already cut off emotional, physical ties with that person. So all you have to do, what you should do, even though it is hard in a lot of situations where people that are in that abusive situation, but you need to leave. I'm being straight up. I don't care if they don't like it or not. That's the truth, bro. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you. Let's break it down real quick, bro. On a serious note, right?
Go ahead. I'm being serious.
The reason why the one is gonna argue, of course, in a perfect world, one should leave in those situations, right? In a perfect world. But what I'm telling you is this. There is a certain level of fear that women feel. I'm gonna talk about just women right now. There's a certain level of fear that women have when it comes to those things, right? And then there's also a situation. You don't think there's fear?
There is fear, but if you have fear for the person, you're not gonna go and cheat on the person.
But this can be a situation where you cheat, but you cheating is something that they don't even become privy to, right? So you cheat on them, maybe it's a one-off thing, and they never know. But that's safer for you. If they feel like maybe it's safer to just do this one-off here, he'll never know it's just a one-off thing, and I'm still here in this relationship. But what I'm saying to you is there's a fear aspect of it that needs to be considered in that situation. You feel me? Another reason too as well is because it's a manipulative tactic, and it's something that's really going on. It's just something that's going on internally. But there could be a situation where, like, let's say, emotion involved. We know women are emotional beings too as well, more emotional than men, right? So they can be on a super high, and then they get hit, right? That's a low. But then the guy is like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'll never do this again. Yada yada yada. You know, you're my one and only. I just had a certain mishap, but I promise you I'm gonna do better, right? Then you good, you go back on that high. So there's a constant pattern of highs and lows, and so they're always seeking that high again, bro. They're always gravitating towards that. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is, bro, I know what we're saying is a logical thing, but it goes beyond logic.
But I'm saying
it goes beyond logic.
No, listen.
And this is something trust me, you feel me?
No, but I'm saying
beyond logic,
most
bro.
people that are in an abusive relationship, the number one thing you said is fear.
Yeah.
So with fear being that number one role playing a factor, they are not going to take any risk in coming down back to that low, knowing what type of person.
There is no low.
You just said there's a low when they get hit, or whenever that abusive thing happens.
What I'm telling you is this, though, bro. In a situation where a girl may cheat, right? We're saying it's a consistent thing. It could be a one-off situation.
Even if it is a one-off situation.
What I'm saying to you is there's less fear of them cheating and essentially getting away with it. There's less of a fear of them getting caught than them actually, you feel me, keeping, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So let's just break it down. So you think if a person cheats, whatever it may be, physically, emotionally, whatever it may be, you don't think it's going to be worse repercussions
There is.
from cheating rather than
who's to say they think they're gonna get caught?
No, but the thing is, okay, let's say whatever it is, the number one thing you said is fear.
I didn't say number one.
No,
I
no,
said that's one aspect.
that's okay. Well, one of the main things is fear of leaving the person or being alone.
And there's that emotional tie. There's
also,
that love.
But also being alone from that person.
It's
Bruh,
emotional. It's love too.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, someone could be verbally abusive to that person, but they can also still be detached. You feel me? So what I'm saying is, bro, if you're being abusive and there's that factors that play a role, and you step out and cheat, the person, if they have enough bonus to step out and cheat, they should now take the steps and just leaving the person.
That isn't logic, bro. You're using logic.
And that's what should be used.
Bro, but what I'm saying to you, I just have said it goes beyond logic. Any person, then if that was the case, if you get hit, you should leave at the drop of a dime. I agree with you 100%, but that's not how it goes. And why? Because it goes beyond just logic.
Okay, but I'm here to bring logic into it. You should have logic in everything.
But I'm saying, I'm just bringing up the other outside. I'm bringing up
logic, but I'm bringing just basic.
I understand, and I'm not knocking what you're saying because I agree. If you're not treated as a queen, you feel me, or if you're getting mistreated and you're getting physically assaulted or verbally assaulted, you should leave that situation. But what I'm saying to you is, although we feel like that, and that is the right answer, that's the way you should move. There's things outside, emotional, you know what I'm saying, that come into play that'll cause women or men. I don't know about
so with women. So let's just talk about women, or let's talk about both aspects. With emotion being a key factor in relationships in general, because sex and physical attraction is not everything. With that being one of the main things that come into play, bro. If you step out and cheat in an abusive relationship,
keep saying that,
bro. I'm telling you, that's gonna be like, what if I get caught? Even if you never do get caught, what if I get caught? What's gonna be its reaction? If you're not even cheating and you're doing everything right and this person's still being abusive, and then now you step out and cheat, that doesn't make any sense. The person's not going to do that. That's just, I'm saying, and it could be a situation that doesn't even happen. She just, and also too, to bring it back to her, she's not saying like this is something that's happened, but we're just talking just metaphorically in this position. Because we don't know if a person that's been in an abusive relationship has cheated or if they will cheat or whatever it may be. It doesn't make any sense for them to cheat, but not try to leave or not leave.
What I'm saying to you is,
because they've already stepped outside of a relationship by cheating.
Let's say they're going to work, right? They in an abusive relationship, physical, right? They're going to work. There's a work husband that they have, right? He's always there as a constant support, emotional support. Boom, 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 boom. Let's say one day she has a rough night before with her husband. She goes to this dude at work. She cries to him. She tells him what's going on. Emotions build up. They have sex in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
She got sprung up in the moment. She goes back home as if nothing happened. You're telling me, like I said, simple things like that could happen all the time. So what you're telling me is, if you're bold to cheat, when is the husband ever going to find out about that?
It's not that. It's just
That's what I'm saying. There's several situations where there could be a quick little ooh-ah, boom, and there's no way that the dude would even figure it out.
But the potential of them finding out and
how?
No.
And it's spurred the moment.
And it's potential. The potential.
Happen, bro.
I'm saying the potential of them finding out and now going through the repercussions of how that person is going.
I hear what you're saying, but that's not how it goes, bro. That's just life. It's not how it goes.
I'm saying just knowing the repercussions of how that person is going to act when they've already showed abusive characteristics is going to play a factor in that role. And if you have whatever it may be, the emotions may be high, the emotions may be low, and then you slip up and cheat. I'm saying that's going to be the factor before penetration is done. In your mind, there's going to be something going on here where there's a thought process of what's going on, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
I think we're going to agree to disagree.
Came from that you're not safe.
I think that I have read too many accounts of women and men being taken advantage of and being put into a situation where there really is no choice. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the women that I'm going to
say this, I'm be done. I'm gonna say this, I'm be done.
You going off logic, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It sounds good on paper. I'm telling you, it sounds good to me on paper.
So, only reason I am going to say it is always the cheater's fault when they cheat. is because you can simply just leave the relationship and not be cheating. Point blank. That's real simple, bro. You gonna argue with that too? Listen. What I'm gonna just say it again. It's not always. The question is, it's not always the cheater's fault when they cheat.
It is not always their
All you have to do is leave the relationship. If you feel like cheating, all you have to do is just leave a relationship, and it's not gonna be cheating anymore. So if I choose to act on it, let's say there's a couple, and they said, and the girl says,
You misconstrued the question, bro.
No. I'm not. It says it's not always the cheater's fault when they cheat. I'm saying it is the cheater's fault every time they cheat. No matter the circumstances.
No, it ain't.
Because, listen.
All right, bro.
Because if there's like the brother and the sister, where he said he just thought sex was just go home, go to work, get a check, and then come back and have sex. Boom. So that means that we don't know exactly what was going on in their house, but there was no emotional affection brought to the table. So if that was something that was spoken on, and there's nothing that happens with the change of him becoming more emotionally there for her, what she needs to do now is separate herself, and now it's not cheating anymore.
Sound good on paper, but let me break it down to you.
That is good on paper. That's because it
Let me break it down
is.
to you, bro. If I tell my wife, you know what? Let's say I'm not getting no top. Finito. It's zero top getting. Let's say first 6 months, I realize I'm not getting no top. Hey, it would be nice to get some top here and there. You know what I'm saying? I just need a little, you know what I'm saying? Just hold me down. Boom, by another 6 months. I would love some top, sweetie. You know what I'm saying? I work hard all day. A year and a half go by. All right, is you finna top me off for what? 2 years go by. Tasha called me. She said, "Oh, you look a little stressed." You know, what's happening, Tasha? 2.5 go by. Tasha said, "Slide them pants off. I'm gonna do what she ain't doing." Who fault is that? No, not even a year and a half. I done gave you 2.5 years. I've been letting you know I need this top.
At the end of the day, listen.
That's not my fault.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
Listen.
You were supposed to give me that top.
But listen. The question is, it's not always the cheater's fault when they cheat.
If I'm cheating with my wife, it ain't my fault. She ain't give me no top. I've been asking for top for 2.5 years.
Listen, it's you're at fault for cheating because all you have to do is just leave the relationship.
No,
your
she's
wife
at fault.
No. You're at fault for cheating.
My wife is at fault for me cheating.
She is at fault for you leaving the relationship.
No, my wife is at fault for me cheating because I've been asking her to give me that top.
No, all you had to do was leave.
Yes. My wife is wrong for not giving me that top, and that's her fault.
Yes. No.
It's her fault.
Listen. No matter what the circumstances are, you are at fault. If you cheat, you're accountable for your actions. So
there's no fault on her?
Huh?
Is there fault on her?
It's her. It's no fault.
It's her fault is it her fault?
In cheating.
Is it her
cheating?
Fault? No,
there's no fault.
No, I'm asking you, is it her fault that I got that top somewhere else?
Is it her fault? Is it on her? Yes, of course it is.
So if it's her fault that I got some top somewhere else, then it's her fault that I cheated.
No.
Me getting top somewhere.
No, because I'm saying you need to leave.
Getting top somewhere else is her fault.
Okay,
you just admitted it.
No,
we're done.
No, because
we're
I
done.
said you left the relationship. I said you